Hi, I'd like to begin by thanking my friend Jennifer Rocco for the invitation to be part of this initiative. And I want to acknowledge all the people at Venti Venti Vision for what you're up to in the world. My name is Tania Cervoni. By day, I am a practice leader within the area of leadership development for a training organization in Canada. And I would like to answer some questions in the personal, professional growth and development section of this project. And the first question asks to explain how this experience has stunted or accelerated your growth and development. Has it pushed you to take action, set new goals, and pursue new ambitions? So yes, there's been stunting, but I wouldn't say in terms of my growth. I would say it would be in terms of my projects. There were things that I had underway pre-COVID-19 that I've had to put on the back burner, some that just weren't possible to accomplish, and to be quite transparent, others I probably could have worked on, and I just lost my mojo or became too exhausted to do it. In the beginning of this, it was quite overwhelming, and there was a ton of fatigue and lack of focus, and perhaps a lot of fear. I've come really to acknowledge how fear can really derail you in terms of causing our brains to lose focus and go into survival mode. So a lot of the things we thought were important to work on suddenly take a back seat. Having said that, though, what it has forced me to do is accelerate my growth and development in the area of self-care. There were many things that I've known about for years that I've practiced on and off, but have been just incredibly inconsistent with. And these things include things like meditation, yoga, EFT, so tapping. And I've also picked up some new things that have been helping me, breathing techniques such as the Wim Hof method, for example. So these are things that I've been practicing daily so that I can actually kind of get recentered and grounded during all of this. And that's been really valuable. Has this experience shifted what you focus on and where you spend your time and energy? Well, one thing I've been able to do is spend a lot more time with my 9-year-old daughter, who normally is playing hockey and doing a million other things. And I think being able to, now that we're into a new groove, finally, I would say at the beginning, I was just it was like being hit with a tsunami of overwhelm, trying to pivot on the professional front, trying to, homeschool, trying to figure all of that out. So now I think I've been able to enjoy a little bit more quiet time. And a lot of that has been spent going inward, which has been refreshing. Have you uncovered any new insights and developed new skills in both areas of your life? So I'm going to borrow a phrase from a colleague of mine who said, this is the time of the great unmasking. What has been sort of an incredible insight for me that I've seen mostly in the professional area, but I think across the board, is that people are putting down their shiny veneers and getting real. I mean, as we're connecting, as you can see, and you're seeing into my living room, I'm seeing into the homes of a lot of the people that I work with. And in this level of connection, as we're all in this together, trying to literally survive, there's no place for, shiny images of trying to look good and look perfect and project a certain image. It's got real, and it got real fast. And I'm hoping this is something that we carry forward, this level of transparency and authenticity in the way that we connect, whether that's in the professional domain or in any other domain, as we come out of this pandemic. Biggest takeaways from this experience? I would say that control is an illusion. Now, this is something that I understood intellectually before the pandemic, but it really got driven home because there is so much right now that is outside of my control, and the need to surrender to that and to not have my sense of well-being reliant upon the need to control all aspects of my life is a huge takeaway and a huge opportunity that I'm still absorbing and learning to work with. In terms of pivoting professionally, interestingly enough, in my day job, one of the projects I'm working on requires me to be on video. And this is one of the reasons that I volunteered to do this video, because it is uncomfortable. to be on camera and to be seen like this. And sometimes, you know, when doing live events, to make mistakes in real time, and to give up all the petty concerns about, you know, does my hair look good? And, you know, what are people going to think about my apartment and all this nonsense? And really just be willing to be vulnerable, to be imperfect, to learn on the fly. All of this has come into play in my work professionally, in being on camera and pivoting to more virtual events that are in real time. So it's been really uncomfortable, which is fantastic because, you know, nobody really learns anything from staying inside their comfort zone. So let's all get uncomfortable. Finally, what beliefs and skills do you think are needed to thrive during and after this pandemic? Well, I think there are many. The first, I think, self-care, absolutely critical as a foundation as things continue to change and be uncertain. I think the other one I kind of alluded to, this is about adapting, being willing to learn on the fly, being willing to be wrong, to look bad, to learn as you go, to not have control over the outcome of everything. I think that's huge. And the last one, I think, is around collaboration and co-creating. It's just phenomenal. If you think about how much we have accelerated technologically, medically, just in the way that people are working together across the globe. I mean, you get car manufacturers making ventilators in just a few days. At the beginning of this crisis, there were no vaccines for COVID-19. It's my understanding at the time of this video recording that we have 41 that have entered clinical trials. And this is all because of our willingness to share information, to work together, to recognize that we are unified in being able to, you know, find this solution. You know, no one person on their own can do that. And I really hope that that's a skill and that's a willingness that we carry forward as we come out of this pandemic. And that's why I think the work and the vision of Venti Vision is so beautiful. And I'm going to get emotional because we really can do it. It sounds like a cliche. We can do so much more together, but it's so true. So if we applied the way that we are operating in this COVID-19 crisis to so many other world issues, the environment, poverty, so many things, just imagine what would be possible. So I'm really excited to listen to the videos of other people participating in this initiative. And thank you again for the opportunity.